Discuss or discuss. Welcome to the channel, everybody. It's your boy Dave here, Dinker Dave, the Norwegian from Sweden. Going into another night shift at work, unhappily, begrudgingly so, but that's alright. That's how we do it. I don't think anybody's happy to wake up and go to work, and I don't think anybody's happy to stay awake all day and then go to work. Definitely not me. I can't wait till I get out of here and hit the door fucking running. Head my happy ass back to the homestead, and then we'll do probably another live in the morning, or sometime in the morning, maybe. I don't know, if I don't pass out from total exhaustion or boredom. What's going on, Slimer? I know that's you, my boy. I know it's you. Faithful as ever. A little bit earlier in the day for you, so you got about an hour before you're going to bed, I reckon. Getting that 6 hours in like a good man. I know it's you, my boy. Anyway, starting back up for the week. That didn't come out right. Starting the work week back up. How about that? We'll try that one. On a Sunday night. But fortunately, it ends Friday morning. Night shift kind of sucks for that reason, though, is that you're always kind of working. You work 6 days of the 7 days. It's kind of bullshit, but it is what it is. I got my Venom. This will keep me going. I got me a nice little lunch pack, my water bottle. You probably can't see the Venom, but it's a fruit punch. Carbonated Hawaiian punch with energy. Makes your shit turn red. As I found out, every day is a Monday. That's a good way to look at it. I had a buddy I used to work with that said that. You say, every day is a Monday. That's what they told him when he was in the Navy. Every day he'd wake up on their ship. I forget what the ship was called, but anyway, he said, every day is a Monday. That's what their captain would tell him. What the fuck? I keep asking myself that very same question. What the fuck? What am I fucking doing? Why am I going to a fucking night shift job for this measly pay? To do an incredibly repetitive and even more so boring task. But, whatever. It kind of fills my time. I get bored sitting at the house waiting on fucking the end of the month. And I guess since I'm getting that other job, then I will probably lease out the farmland this year. That or I'll just be making so much money I don't give a fuck about it. Just let it grow grass again, and I won't do anything. I'm not gonna do either of that. I'm gonna make my wife fucking work the farm. The wife and the kids can do it. They might be young, but they know how to fucking. Oh, that is the shift differential. The pay I'm getting now is the shift differential. It's $1. Fucking. And only night shift gets it. First and second shift don't get fucking shit. Not 25 cents, not 50 cents. They get nothing. They get base pay. But, on the plus side, well, I mean, really, there's really not a plus side because I'm not going to be keeping this job. I'll be going on the road. I'll be hitting the pipelines, surveying. So, I mean, there's really no plus side. If I stayed with the job long enough, then after my 400 hours with the temp service and I become a permanent employee, then they give you $1 raise. And then I think they said another 30 days you go up for review, and depending on your performance, you might get another $1 raise. And then 90 days after that, so 120 days in total after your permanent hire, you'll get another raise. But, that's neither here nor there, and I probably won't make it to those 400 hours. I'm expecting that call tomorrow. And chances are when I get the call, they'll probably ask me to go ahead and hit the road. I guess HR department doesn't work on the weekends. That's only for the actual workers. No biggie though. Have to go live with you to read that. You can read it to me. They're paying 22 to 25 and you get 19 of it. Oh man, I believe it. But I mean, that's how they get their money, you know. They get a commission off of the employees showing up for work. That's how temp services get their money. And I mean, I don't mind temp services. I think temp services provide a level of vetting that a lot of companies really need. Because like sometimes they'll hire the worst of the worst because, you know, well, I don't know. I'm sure temp services could do that shit too. Maybe they're not really necessary. Maybe people should just go find jobs the old-fashioned way with a paper application. But at the same time, I mean, I kind of get how temp services work, and that there is some sort of benefit to them because it's better for a lot of companies to contact a temp service for workers than it is for a worker to go find a bunch of companies and apply for them. It's a little bit harder for the worker to just do that. But if a temp service does it for you, then that means you got a one-stop shopping spree for several different jobs, and you can just go to one place for it, you know. You do one application, and that's a broad range application for several different companies. So, I mean, I get the point of it. Those few dollars extra, you know, that they make off of your hourly rate, I mean, I don't think that's too much to ask for. Christ is King, baby. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We got love for Jesus in this channel. We got love for Jesus. But yeah, temp services, I mean, they serve a important enough aspect of the job hunt. I would say anyway. They probably wonder why I'm driving so slow. Of course, working in general for a company or an individual, it doesn't have to be a company necessarily, but you know, working for someone else is always sort of some sort of a humiliation ritual, in my opinion. Unless you work for a really good company. I went to bed actually around about 4 o'clock last night. In the morning, 4 a.m. and woke up right at 12. So I actually got about 8 hours of sleep, but I haven't slept at all since then. So by the time I get off work, I'll have been going for, what is that, 18 hours? Babysitting, essentially. I don't know if you can call it that if they're your kids, but essentially that's what you're doing. Because my wife has to work tomorrow. No biggie though. It was a good Sunday though. Yeah. I tanned a little bit. Nice and bright. Look at that. Nice and bright. So it was good sunshine today. A nice little breeze coming through. Me and my wife went outside, played with the kids, and tanned for an hour or so. just kidding. She wasn't nude. I'm kidding again. I wasn't nude either. But I was only wearing boxers. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's this about a roast beef sandwich? Oh, hell yeah. Like a French dip. Some JoJo's. What's JoJo's? What is that? I assumed that it was hot beef sandwiches with Swiss cheese. But I'm not sure what JoJo's is. Hot roast beef on a nice French loaf with some Swiss cheese. Fuck yeah, that sounds delicious actually. I would go as far as to put mayonnaise and tomato on it because that's just who I am. And then dip that shit in some nice beef gravy. Spiced potato wedges. Swiss can't miss, baby. That's what you say. But on a hot roast beef sandwich, I mean, Swiss really can't miss. I would be very fucking weirded out if somebody was putting different kind of cheese on there. I mean, maybe some cheddar, like a nice aged, sharp cheddar would be good. But nah, Swiss is way better. Swiss on roast beef is like goated. That shit's goated. I packed me a lunch. I got a nutty bar. I got a pack of crackers. I got a tuna salad thing. I got an apple pie and a Coke. Oh, fuck. That's basically like having That's basically like having a Philly cheesesteak at that point, my man. But those are fucking awesome, too. That sounds really good, but yeah. Is that how you spell that word? Au jus? I thought it was like A-U. A-U-J-U or something. I don't fucking know. A-U-J-U-S. That's how you spell that word. Au jus. I know a little bit of French. You know what can't miss with a hot roast beef sandwich? A French onion soup with a nice hot roast beef sandwich is fucking awesome. It's like just like grilled cheese and tomato soup, a fucking roast beef sandwich with some fucking French onion soup. Is that what it's called? French onion soup? Yeah, that shit's fucking awesome. And they put it in a little ramekin. Oh yeah. You need to make me one of those. Like one of those goated combinations. Yeah, French onion soup is divine. Every birthday and Father's Day is Phillips? Or did you mean Phillies? I think you meant Phillies, but it said Phillips. Autocorrect strikes again. Autocorrect strikes again. Yeah, that's a goated combo, by the way. French onion soup is delicious. A lot of people don't like onions, so they would think that it's terrible, but it is divine. Like you said, it is divine. Fantastic soup. I love a good French onion soup. Hell, I love a bad French onion soup. Just give me French onion soup. I don't give a shit. Pour it down my neck. Take my money. No, I'm just kidding. That shit's got to be good. I don't want fucking like rotten onions inside my soup. I almost said rotten tomatoes. I was still thinking about grilled cheese. Phillies. Oh, I love Philly cheesesteak, man. Philly cheesesteak is great. I like to make my own. You know, I don't like to go get I like to get a ribeye, chop that bad boy up real fine. And when you're in Philly and you're asking for a Philly, they're going to ask you, you want cheese with it? You say, yeah, cheese with it. What they really mean is cheese whiz. Like actually cheese whiz. It is the jar of cheese whiz, not the canned cheese whiz, but it's a jar of cheese whiz. When I make it at home, I'm not putting that shit on there. I'm just going to put some fucking good, probably Swiss cheese. Because honestly, Swiss can't miss. Especially with roast beef of any type, or beef of any type, really. Maybe some Gouda, some smoked Gouda. That would be pretty good too. You know what I like also? Chicken nochi, or ochi, however the fuck you say that word. Celery, carrots, onions, chicken, and that potato pasta. Ochi, nochi, ochi, nochi. Gnocci. Oki. I don't know. I think you know what I'm talking about. But that's a word I don't know how to say. That's one of those Italian words. Italian. That's what we had last night. My wife cooked some of that stuff up, and it's premium. Premium, brother. It's delicious. What's the time right here? Oh, I got time. We're good. Damn it, boy. I don't want to work here. It's so boring. If it wasn't so boring, it'd be alright. But it's just like the most mind-numbingly boring shit you could do. And I don't say that with, you know, I don't say that lightly about stuff. I mean, this shit is really fucking boring. I'll be happy when I can go be bored out in the woods. Did you say Snowkey? Noki. Noki. Okay, that's how you say it. Noki. I thought you said Snowkey, and I immediately thought of bump. A bump on a bump of snow on a key. A little bit of bump. Little bit more. Make sure to hit both nostrils. They affect different sides of your brain. I'm just kidding. Drugs are bad. Don't do drugs, kids. Drug awareness and resistance education, baby. What was the Dare mascot's name? Was it Leo? Was the Dare mascot named Leo? Now, I know he was a lion, but was it Leo the lion? Because that would be funny. Law enforcement officer. That's your drug awareness and resistance education advocate is Leo, the law enforcement officer. Make yours a highway. One time I did a line of methamphetamine about the size of my forearm. It hurt. It was a lot. Darren? His name was fucking Darren? No. No. Was it really? No fucking way. Hi to Brazil. What's going on, Brazil? Darren the Lion. Wow, what the fuck? It should have been Leo. It should have been Leo. That's fucking wild. Darren? God damn it. What the fuck? Darren the Lion. That's terrible. That's a terrible name. That is a fucking terrible name. That's a terrible name for a lion. Oh, there we go. Into the industrial park. Yeah, that's a terrible name for a lion. McGruff the Crime Dog. Oh, hell yeah. Now that's a fucking mascot right there. That was back in, it's probably back in Reagan days. Nah, maybe that was too. No, Reagan was in the 80s, right? Reagan was the president in the 80s. I know he was big on the, yeah, take a bite out of crime, kids. That's right. That's what he said. Yeah. Now I know of McGruff, but I thought that was a Reagan era thing. If I'm not mistaken, that was the Reagan era. It might have carried on a little after the Reagan era as well, but I seem to recall that being the Reagan era. We got a couple of people in the parking lot already. These are the good employees right here, baby. I can't see the lines. Oh, I'm way the fuck out. That's why I can't see them. Now we can see them. Yeah, sirski. All right, now it's time to sit in the parking lot for another few minutes. Oopsies. Oopsies. Let me text my wife real quick. '78, '79, advertising executive Jack Keel, and officially debuted in 1980. July of 1980. When was Reagan president? It had to have been before that. Reagan was president in what? The late 70s, right? Was it the 80s? Because well, who was before Bill? Was it H.W. Herbert Walker Bush? Let me text my wife real quick. And we're back. Looks like people be speeding in here, bro. They're in such a big hurry to get here. Just to wait. They don't want to get points. That's what it is. They don't want to be a minute late and get points. Fuck them points. Nice. Reagan was a good president. Believe it or not, a lot of people liked Reagan. He gave that famous crutch speech. They also tried to kill him. Someone shot Reagan. He lived, though. I'm doing good, Spidey. I'm doing good. When was Nixon? Nixon was before Reagan. Yeah, I think it was Nixon, Reagan, and yeah, like you said, H.W., Bill Clinton, regular Bush, George W., not HW. And then we had Barack, Trump, Biden, and Trump again. Nixon was the espionage guy. That was back when the CIA was doing real nasty shit. Oh, Slimer's the fucking man. Slimer's the goat of this channel, by the way. If you guys didn't know it, or if you're new to the channel, Slimer is the man. And if you want to show some love to Slimer, all you got to do is drop a glizzy dog in the chat. Drop a hot dog in the chat. Ah, I forget that he had to resign because of the Watergate scandal. Yeah, they made him quit. He was going to get impeached for it, but he resigned. They were going to fire his ass. I think making an elevator that goes to Mars is a little easier for a genie to do. Magical and superpowered or not, I think it'd be a little bit easier. Understanding women is impossible. Even a genie knows that. Well, guys, as much as I hate to say it, it's been fun, it's been real, and it ain't been real fun. But I gotta go into this fucking hellhole and serve out my 8 hours of detention before I'm allotted time to see you again. But hello, Larissa. Unfortunately, you caught me at the end of it all. But don't worry, guys. I will most likely be back in the morning. I will be back in the morning after I get off work. And we will do another stream until the afternoon. Y'all take it easy. Stay blessed. And I hope to see you tomorrow. Easy peasy, right? Peace out.